Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good end to their week. Oh, day 999 of coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. At any rate, Taurus, this is going to be your weekend update. We are rolling tomorrow, Friday, May 1st through Tuesday, May 5th, also known as Cinco de Mayo. Anyway, trying to get a handle on the energy, Taurus. I've already cut and shuffled and reshuffled and recut and done everything. Thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. If you have not done so, please feel free to do so. Check us out on Facebook, Taurota Tarot 1. So some of y'all are just dealing with the struggle right now. A lot of y'all just, yeah, there you go. Relationship changes, job changes, trying to get your money right. Some of y'all are being tested as far as things you've learned in the past. There's a choose wisely. What the hell? You know, she just can't stay her ass at home. She just got to show up for every dog. Just gritty for the limelight. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reverse sales. Oh, man. Yeah. And a lot of y'all just tired. The struggle is just, I think a lot of us Tauruses were doing okay before all of this. Haven't come through last year, but now all of this, it's like, fuck it, whatever. Have a good day. Shit. Let's keep it moving. Yeah. Up at night. 9 of Swords. That'll do it. King of Cups. So, overall energy, relationship changes. Got you up at night with the 9 of Swords. And your spiritual career, with the King of Cups. Y'all are trying to work some things out about your belief systems, which that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, hang on. Recognition and reward is pulling the 2 of Cups. Choose wisely is pulling the 6 of Cups. Transformation, which will be Sunday, is pulling the Empress. Material and spiritual prosperity, pulling the King of Wands. And disruption is pulling the Princess of Cups. So let me talk about this disruption down here. Y'all know how I do, and y'all know what the energy is for me with this particular card. So for me, it's the Tower, and it's this. That's pretty much where life begins and ends with me with these Tower cards. But when I see this one, this is about the people that make up the building blocks of your life. Your kids, your mama, sister, your brother, whoever's resonating. Those people that are in your life, your partners, your husband, your wife. It can even be people that you work around. And so when these people start making changes, your shit gets disrupted. My standard example is when that person goes on vacation in your office and they ain't going on no weekendcation. They going for 3 weeks. And so now that done just messed up all your stuff. Ain't no more hour lunch. You gotta come right back for 30 minutes. Y'all hear me. This and this is telling me whatever changes are going on, you're going to need to just get some emotional distance with it. Some of you may be dealing with water signs, whether it be spouse, romantic, or family, however that's resonating. But the changes that are coming, you may want to just get all in a huff and get your hooves sharpened up to run. Ain't that type of party. Take a step back, go find something else to do, focus on whatever, and let the situation happen. There are things going on that, however this is resonating for you, there are things going on in that situation that may look like it's got a lot to do with you, and they got a damn thing to do with you. And people involved, these folks moving and shuffling around, interrupting your flow, and not necessarily in a bad way, but just, you know, because they're making changes. Your babysitter's class schedule has changed due to said pandemic. Now, you know, you got to refigure your shit out because they should change. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's adjusting. And so in this process, there may be some of these people that are making changes. Just, you're going to have to take a big giant step backwards and just sit back and let shit happen. You may want to jump in and tell people which way to go and how to do it and how to say it. Let them be. Let them be. And this is a very pervasive energy. It's kind of just seeping all over the damn table here. So this is not just Tuesday. This is the whole kit and caboodle. And like I said, if it's on the table, it's in place or whatever. But however this is resonating with you, particularly with family members, female family members, feminine energy, mothers, sisters, aunts, that kind of thing, let them go through what they need to go through so they can get to the next level of their evolution. You know, we already know Empress Taurus and whatnot, transformation, we already working on our shit. So whoever this is, let them go through what they need to go through. I know you want to get the broom and the dustpan and the Kleenex and shit and nurture everybody to death. No, we ain't trying to do that. Let them go through what they need to go through. Take a step back. Let things unfold for you naturally. And this is, pick it back up. Relationships. Some of you may have a partner. You may want to jump in, and especially with third party situations. I know I saw the Three of Wands pop up a couple times while I was shuffling. So maybe in particular, if you're dealing with extended blended family, baby mama, baby daddy, all that kind of stuff, your partner may be getting ready to go through it if they haven't already started going through it. Shut up, Taurus. I know y'all like, you're so mean. No, shut up. I know you want to put your 2 cents in because you are the encyclopedia of whatever's going on. And that is probably the truth. But you know what? It ain't going to come out that way, and you don't need to say nothing. You need to just let your partner deal with it. This is going to help them grow. I see trees and shit, so that means growth. This is going, whatever it is, and it might be painful for you to watch them do all of this. And of course, you're going to have to do your part, because whatever they're doing or whatever's happening with them is going to shift your little schedule and your to-do list. So just be aware of that. But let it happen. Let it happen. And at the end of it, it'll make more sense. If you don't get it now, it'll make sense when it's all over with. And you will see that person grow. This can be a romantic partner as well. Back up here, overall energy, the front end. So a lot of you, this has got feet kind of going everywhere. Some of you don't know if you like the situation that you're in currently, and that's got you up at night. Some others of you may be just trying to understand why you're in the situation that you're in. It's been going on for a while. However, this is resonating with you. But you are definitely thinking about making some changes as far as your relationship area is concerned. Changes. And it's got you up. The only thing I can say to you is what I always say. You're not going to solve shit sitting up at night, counting dogs, sheep, monkeys, whatever. It ain't going to work. Just go to bed. Throw out to the universe what you need to throw out to the universe. And let it go. And I know that's easier said than done. And I'm the queen of not doing it. Trust me. I'll say something and take it right back and start worrying. This is not going to help you. Because the energy that we're moving into, especially in the month of May, there's a lot of change in the air anyway. And so you being stressed out because you haven't had enough rest or because you got anxiety and you're agonizing over some bullshit, let it go. At nighttime, do your very best to let it go. Go to bed, get some sleep. Whatever you got to do, make that happen. But this is sitting up in your overall energy. For a lot of you, it could very well be the changes because of the pandemic with jobs, job loss, trying to figure out money. That's got you up at night. And it's the same thing. We are abundant creatures. We limit ourselves. I'm not going to get all into that, but open your mind up. Instead of worrying, what's the solution? And see if you quit worrying and just get to the end of it. What do you want the end of it to look like? When you get to the other side of all of this, what should it look like? Instead of doing this, figure out what the solution can be. Or what is the card? See your higher self. That one. On the back end of your overall energy, you're really talking about the same thing. Bring in some spiritual discipline. Let me say that, because I saw the financial discipline, but this is spiritual discipline. And I think if some of you may be trying to change what you believe or how you practice something, or different meditation, different mantra, however that's working for you, got you kind of emotional. And that king energy, it's just trumps, no pun intended, I'm sorry, but it's just, it trumps everything that's going on because it's the king. So follow your intuition. That's a cup card. Intuition type stuff. Follow your intuition as far as fine tuning, because that's the word I'm hearing, whatever your spiritual thing is. With some of you, this is holding you up from making any kind of progress anywhere else. And especially financially. I know y'all like, what? Yeah. So some of you may need to actually take your attention directly off of your money and look at other areas of your life that may be clogged up and get them unclogged, getting with that spiritual career. Maybe some of you have gotten off track all this time sitting at home. Sometimes we do better when we got a whole bunch of shit to do because we're trying to get everything done. But when you've got just time on your hands, or a lot of extra time on your hands, you know, we sitting there binge watching all day. You look up, 12 hours gone past and you've been watching the same show that long. So some of you need to get back into whatever spiritual practices and get back in tune with what you're trying to do. Looking at tomorrow's energy with the Two of Cups and the recognition and reward. Some of you may have some exes trying to float on back. And they coming with the bang bang. Some of them are recognizing you were it. Now, the energy surrounding this little set of cards is, for you, Taurus, is like, no, whatever. Have a good day. For others of you, this may be your current relationship. And the energy on that is that you may be recognizing this is maybe better than you thought it was. Ooh, yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Exes, just the energy is not so much. Y'all like, yeah, you know, I see this, you know. And they may be coming with flowers and roses and poems and shit and playlists and some other shit, you know, to show you that they have suddenly changed their tune. Y'all, I don't really feel like y'all are real interested in dealing with anybody trying to come back for a second. I'm not feeling that. So, if you haven't encountered it just yet, just keep your eyes open. You know, you see all the bags and stuff headed your way, you know why it's headed your way. We get to Saturday's energy with the Six of Cups and the Choose Wisely. Kind of more of the same, but for some of you, this is definitely Wheel of Fortune type shit. Now I know the Wheel of Fortune ain't there, but don't that look like a wheel? I'm just saying. Anyway, there's some decisions to make. And for some of you, it may very well be about exes and current partners. So this could be for, yeah, y'all got some decisions to make. Some of you may need to actually sit down and have some conversations with people. Again, when it comes to exes, I'm just not feeling like Taurus is just real willing and able to be walking backwards right now. A lot of you have just grown, and I have to say it the way it's coming up. Some of you have grown just enough to realize, really, why was I even talking to you? Why are you even in my contact list? Really? You know what? Yeah, have a nice day. Peace, deuces. Holler at me at Christmas time. Send me a Christmas card. That is very much the energy. For others of you, you may have a current partner that wants to go back to an old way of doing things. That's the energy coming. Again, the energy is about choosing wisely, and my better bet is to say, keep moving forward. Don't get into any kind of nostalgic shit. And I know that energy is out here because Pluto and Jupiter, two big gas fuzzy things out there in the stratosphere, are playing tiddlywinks. And everybody else is coming around, Mercury and everybody else is coming around to see what these two are doing. So there may be, with that Plutonian energy, there may be a little bit of that nostalgia. Neptune sometimes has that feeling as well, but you may just get those strands of, you know, oh yeah, I remember when we used to sit on the porch. Yeah, that shit. Think about it. Whatever decision you have to make, particularly where love is concerned, follow your heart, Taurus. Follow your heart. Now, I think a lot of y'all don't realize your heart is moving forward, and if you might not be moving forward. Once again, we got this air energy up here, so some of you may well be in your heads, overthinking, overthoughting. Y'all hear me? The bigger energy, keep moving forward. Don't get stuck in la la land. Move forward. We get to Sunday with the Empress and the transformation. You gonna go through some shit, Taurus. And this right here tells me that. You gonna go through some shit. That is no reason. That's a major card. That is no reason for you to lose your self-worth. That is no reason for you to start questioning and doubting who you are. Whoa. I'm just saying. Roll with the transformation. Just roll with the transformation. And some of you may think, you know, I'm through trans. You know, you're not. Uranus is here for a while. You ain't done. You might be plateauing off in a certain area, but you ain't done. So just know there's no reason. You're going to go through some changes. There's going to be some shit. People going to say some shit. You gonna get in some shit with folks, and then this is the kind of environment we're in right now. You may be saying one thing and somebody, don't let that fuck with you. Do not. And again, this has the feeling of this weekend, and I say probably next week as well, has the feeling of getting ready for prom, or getting ready to get married, or getting ready to take a big trip somewhere. It's got that excited, but there's some prep work that has to be done, because if you are not in some kind of alignment with yourself, head, heart, and ass, just put it all out there, you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss something, a part of your experience you may not want to miss. So do your best this weekend to maybe take a moment. I know I saw a Hermit card when I was shuffling, trying to find some solitude this weekend and kind of gain some composure, some emotional distance, especially from people that are close to you, and let them do what they're doing, and you kind of just keep the focus on you. Monday, it's there. The prosperity shit is there. But I think for many of you, it's gonna have to be about getting your head and your heart and going in the same direction. I think for some of you, your head is going east and your heart is going straight south, and so that ain't gonna work. You can't have everybody all over the board. So think about what it is that you want, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's cleaning up your finances, however that's going, and take it seriously. Oh, y'all wasn't expecting that, were you? Nope, sure weren't. A lot of you may have been, and this is definitely about you, Taurus, so, and you may have a Leo or another fire sign, or somebody with some Leo in their chart that may figure into some of this about your money and where you're living and any of that. But take it seriously. A lot of you may have been blowing shit off you should have been blowing off. Maybe a lot of you are not seeing changes that are happening around you for what they are. And again, it just lends to this bullshit right here. That emotional distance and taking a step back and looking at things from a not dead up on you perspective and gaining some perspective while you're at it. That's kind of the energy here. Definitely when it comes to relationships, sometimes time will make things just seem like, you know, make you, just like, I've never had one, but I hear when you have a baby, there's a point where you just kind of forget of the 599 hours of labor you sat in, and you know, how bad your back hurt and how bad your head hurt, and turn around and have another one. Just saying. It's sometimes, especially with love, we can just get to a point where we kind of get numb and kind of forget, you know, all the shit we went through and all the nights we cried about some shit. Take a minute and remember some of that shit, especially if you're dealing with an ex. especially if you're dealing with an ex. Take a look at why you aren't together, and look at what they're saying to you currently. And if shit ain't matching up, it ain't matching up. You can't put no square peg in no round hole. I'm just saying. So bear that in mind, especially if you're dealing with an ex. Just bear that part in mind. Claim your boundaries. Some of you may need to, in your current relationship, actually, I need to say that here. You need to claim your boundaries. And the message kind of loud. If you're responsible for any pieces or parts of anything, however this is resonating, just claim your boundaries. So people are clear, especially if you got people that are kind of exiting is what I hear. Coming and going, leaving in particular, make sure you claim your boundaries so people know what to fuck with and what not to fuck with. Just that simple. Some people may think because they're going through whatever disruption or chaos or tower moment they're having, that everybody else needs to go along for the ride. And so there again, I think a better card would be stay in your lane, but there you have it. Claim your boundaries. Walk it off. And that's just took me right here. Whatever changes you got going on in your relationship, your romantic relationship, walk it off. Walk it off. So you're not getting in the middle of something you probably don't. You're changing, Taurus. So just know that. And so what might have been good for you 6 months ago, hell, even 6 weeks ago, probably not going to do it for you right now. So there's going to be some head bumpage, especially if you've been dealing with folks for a minute. And you may be feeling one way and they may be, walk it off. Don't get into no heated argument about some bullshit. Just walk that shit off. Of course, as usual, laugh. We need to bring some levity to some of this shit. This is a lot of heavy energy that we're dealing with currently. So at some point, you need to laugh. You need to find something to laugh. I'll tell you, I promise you. You get on Instagram. What's this new thing, TikTok? Find something to laugh about. There's plenty of it out there now. Because folks is bored and at home. If I see that, put the grease on the floor, running thing. One more time. One more time. Let me see what the granny cards got for us. Is that all my granny cards? I don't feel like all my granny cards. I guess it is. Shut these up a little bit. Don't let your self-esteem take no kind of hit towards. It's not whatever it is. Some of y'all are taking something somebody says personally. Don't let you, it ain't worth all this. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. Keep it moving. That's real talk. People talking about you because you're doing something new, different, and ooh, scary. Other folks, you know, why are you doing something new? Well, shit, everybody should be doing something new right about now. But they may be, or you may feel like they're talking about. Don't let that shit faze you. Don't. Just don't. Be selective. Be choosy, if you will. It is. Choose wisely. And that ex that's trying to woo their way back, you know. Be selective. Be selective. In any of your choices. You don't have to take the first thing falling off the boat. Take your time. Think about what, and again, this is the energy. We're gearing up towards another change. So, you need to, while the veil is rather thin, you need to get your head and your heart lined up. Show some gratitude. Some of you may be feeling, show some gratitude. Even though things are changing, you are going through a transformation, you are evolving, you still be thankful for what you have, what you're able to do. Because as sure as you're sitting there whining about what you ain't got, somebody has less than you. So be grateful. Be grateful. Show some gratitude. Okay. All of y'all trying to walk through the past. We had this conversation about nostalgia. What? Close the damn door. Close it. And walk away. Heard me? Close the door. And in all seriousness, those of you that are thinking about going backwards, don't. The word is don't. Because you're going to wind up in a worse situation than which you were in before you broke up. So while whoever it is, it could be anybody of any sign, but whoever it is, just, hey, how you going? Call me Christmas time, bye-bye. And close the door. Social distance, however, just close the door. You don't want to walk backwards. And evidently this is, for a lot of you, going to be some big energy because it's all over the place. So choose wisely, be selective. Think about folks, you know, trying to jump in your cup one more again. And if those of you that may be getting ready to get into situations where you're getting ready to combine resources, so whether you're moving in together or sharing something, a car or whatever, ask people why, what their motivation is. You might be surprised what you hear. I don't know who I'm saying that for, but ask people, why do you want to do this? Why do we want to move in together? Right? You know what the right answer is, but you might not hear that. So you might need to be asking those types of questions. Taurus, I love you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will see y'all soon. My rock is rolling away. There you go. Love y'all. Bye-bye.